we are inside Kandahar for 1 month, and then we return back to Pakistan after the situation become very bad in Kandahar, and we stay in Quetta in Pakistan. And after Taliban is over, so our people here in Doha ask us to cross the border again to covering the situation there. In 15th of December, me and my colleague Sadda Abdel Haq, the correspondent of Jazeera, we are trying to cross the border in Yemen. And at that time, as I remember, there is more than 70 journalists from other agents came for the same purpose to cross the border to cover the situation in Kandahar. But myself only, they stopped me there. And when I asked why, they told me there is some paper came from the intelligence to stop it Sami, a cameraman for Jazeera. And I think the guy who stopped me there, he told me, I know you because you crossed this border twice time, and I know you are a journalist, but I think some mistake. After they returned to their intelligence agency, they told me that there is some paper come from US people to stop it, a cameraman of Al Jazeera, his name is Sami. Later on, in Guantanamo, and even in Bagram, the interrogators, when he asked about me about my story, he said for me, you came to this point by wrong. We need actually another man. And later on, I understand that the USA intelligence, they asked Pakistan to stop it, our correspondent, Taysir Alloni. Not because Taysir Alloni, he done some wrong, but they need to know some information because he is the last journalist he make interview with Osama bin Laden. And they want to ask...
Taysir Alloni was the last journalist to interview
Osama bin Laden. So for that purpose, they want to ask him where he met Osama bin Laden and who helped him to meet Osama bin Laden. By the help of our God Allah, Taysir safely, he arrived at Doha. And I think the American intelligence, they know the cameraman of Taysir, his name is Sami. Yes, he have a cameraman, his name is Sami. But that's Sami from Morocco and from Sudan. So by mistake, they asked the intelligence of Pakistan to stop the cameraman of Taysir, his name is Sami. And they stopped me. But when I arrived at Bagram, the first point, and they interrogated me, the interrogator asked me, why are you filming Osama bin Laden? I told him, I'm not the person who filming Osama bin Laden, because at that time I was in Doha. And my passport says that, and my ticket with you also saying that. I'm not the person. And I'm not afraid to say I filming Osama bin Laden. This is my job, and this is my business. If I get chance now to film Osama bin Laden, I will do. I will not be ashamed, because this is my business. But really, I didn't done that things. So he said for me, okay, you came for us by, we need someone. You are the wrong man. But if we release you, what you said about us, I told him I will tell the whole world about what you're doing for detainees. Because in Bagram, they torture people, they beat them, they deal with them very, very bad things.
Sami al-Hajj, were you tortured at Bagram?
Yes, when we, as I remember, in the middle of night or the at 12 early morning on 7th of January, the Pakistan intelligence, they passed us, me and with other people, to USA people in the airport of Quetta. They search us at the point of airport. They put the black bag in our heads. They cover our eyes. They put the shackles in our hands, back, and also in our legs.
What did they put on your hands?
Shackles.
Oh, the shackles.
Yeah, shackles.
Now, this was 3 weeks after you were first arrested by the Pakistanis. You stayed at Quetta Airport for 3 weeks?
No, this 3 week, I was staying in intelligence office in Quetta, in normal room, but it's not allowed for me to leave that buildings. But after that, they passed me to U.S. people in the airport.
Was it the Americans who put the black bags over your heads and put the shackles on your feet and your hands?
Yes, and then they searched me, and then they took me with other people to aircraft. The aircraft, it is for cargo, it's not for human beings. There is no seat. They put us in the floor, and they rope us also by rope, and they doesn't allow for us to speak or to ask for anything like toilet or water or anything. If you ask about anything, they start beat you and insult you by very bad words.
How many of you were in this plane?
We are about 20-25 people. And then the flight is take off from Quetta, and as I remember, it stopped somewhere, and they put another people's and continues to Bagram. We arrived at Bagram early 2001, 7 of January. Yes.
So it was the 7th of January 2002. It's now exactly 3 months after the U.S. started bombing Afghanistan.
Yes.
And you're brought to the Bagram base in Afghanistan.
Base, yes. And there, when we are arrived there, because the journey take about 3 hours or 4 hours, and they start take everybody downs. So we think there is in aircraft stop it in Bagram, and they starting take one by one, and when they reach the door of aircraft, they push the people from there. So at that point, they take out our legs.
They took the shackles off your legs.
So when I come from up, I think it is far away, so I come by one legs, so my legs twist, and my band is broken, and I fall down in the grounds. And at that time, January is very cold. The weather is under 0, and so you hear the cry of people and shouting and dogs there, and they start beating everybody, and they ask me, why you came to fight USA? I told them, I'm not come to fight anybody, I'm journalist. They asked me from where, I told him from Sudan, and he understand I'm from Saudi. He said, why you came from Saudi to fight us? And he start beat me also. And when I feel have pain in my legs, so he beat me in the same place. And after that, they try to stand up everybody and put us in one line, and they put the rope in the hand, and one pull us from front and one from out, last of line.
So
like
they tied your arms to each other, all of the people in the row.
In one line.
In one line. But to understand, they took the shackles off your feet when they brought you to the opening of the plane.
Yes.
And then they pushed you out of the plane.
Yes.
Did you still have the black bag over your head?
Yes.
So you're blinded at this point. You can't see anything. So you fall out of the plane and you broke your leg?
Yes. And some of the people, they can't move. They can't move. They beat them until stand up and move. And I hear the dog are like that. We move for 20 or 30 minutes, and they put us in one place, is open place, but we feel there is a light there in that place. And they took one by one inside a place. It is not building, but something for preparing the aircraft.
Like an airplane hangar.
Hangars, yes, exactly. They took them one by one. And at that time, they asked us to sit in our needs. Yes,
sit
all that
on
time.
Your knees.
Yes. And they took one by one, and they take 5 or 10 minutes and come and take another one. My number is 35 at that time. They come and take me after I fall down because the weather is very cold. At the same time, also my knees not help me. But why I was have patience for 1 hour, because I don't want to go inside that place, because I hear people are shouting and crying. So in my mind, I think they torture them inside. So I kill them or use cold water for them, or a dog leaves a dog. After that, they came and take me inside, and my foot, it is not able for me to move. So they take me by power and inside room. When I was inside that room, they pulling out my bag.
So they took the bag off your head.
Off. So I saw someone is naked, without clothes, from detainees. So I have a shock to see that guy, and then they put me in a circle, in the center of circle, and everywhere there is someone from the soldiers. Some of them they have stock, some of them they have a gun, some of them they have M16.
You're in the middle of a circle of soldiers, and they have weapons pointed at you.
Yes, and there is someone in front of me. He talked to me and some translators. He asked me, don't move, don't do anything. You must follow our orders. If you try to do anything, some plot will be in your head, and we will kill you immediately. So they asked me they opened my hands and they asked me to take off my clothes piece by piece. I do all that until I keep my underwear clothes, but they asked me also to do that. I refused in the beginning, but they start to leave the dogs.
They start to release the dogs on you.
Release the dogs, yes. So at that time, I understand I should do that things. I do it, and they make search for me. And after that, they give me new clothes, that one uniform. And they took me to another room, and they asked me, what's your name and from which country? And directly they asked me, why are you filming Osama bin Laden?
Why are you filming Osama bin Laden?
I told him, I'm not doing that. He said, did you have anything with you? I told him, yes, I have my passport and ticket and my camera and other equipment of Jazeera. So they give me 2 blankets, actually like sheet, it's not heavy. And they put me in one chair and asked me to move, don't talk with anybody, because that section is full of night. When I reach there, the morning, the light of morning is coming. As I remember, I sleep from tired. I forget to pray or to do anything. Just I sleep until afternoon when I hearing they are shouting from the soldier from outside of church. So when I woke up more at the afternoon, I saw many detainees with me in that place, and all of them they sit down in that place, and soldiers somewhere around us.
How long did you stay at Bagram?
I'm staying 17 days. They interrogated me just one times. After 10 days or 14 days when I arrived, they take me up in one room and start asking me again about my name and my nationality, and ask me why you filming Osama bin Laden. There I told them I'm not doing that. I have many proof, my ticket, my also we have a correspondent in Doha, in Kabul, who done that interview. I didn't visit Kabul before. I didn't meet our correspondent also before. Then he told me, if we release you, what you said. I told them I would tell whatever I saw it. You torture us, you insult us, you didn't allow for us to go to toilet only 3 times in the day, morning and afternoon and evening. Also not allowed for us to walk, stand up. There is no water for preparing ourselves to pray. It's not allowed for us to pray as normal praying. There is no food. They give us only 1 meal for whole days. The weather is very cold. You didn't give us enough blanket. Even the bottle of water with us at morning we'll find him like ice, become like because the weather is under 0. So he's starting loving, and he asked me, what you need me to help? I told him I need 2 things now. I need to go to return back to my family, and I need also some paper for my Jazeera to tell them I was there for these days. So he said, I can't do that, but now what you need from me? I told him I need a doctor to see my problem of my knees, and also I need more blanket. He gave me 1 blanket and he promised me to bring a doctor, but no doctor to see me in Bagram.
Al Jazeera journalist Sami al-Hajj was transferred from Bagram to Guantanamo, where he was held for 6 years without charge. We continue our interview from Al Jazeera headquarters in Doha in a moment. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman as we continue our broadcast exclusive with Al Jazeera journalist Sami al-Hajj, imprisoned without charge for 6 years at Guantanamo, the only journalist who'd been detained at Guantanamo. Here he describes his harrowing experience from being flown from Kandahar in Afghanistan to Guantanamo.
So they put me in Kandahar airport with the people there. We spent 5 months in Kandahar, and in Kandahar also they starting interrogating me from beginning, from when I was born until they arrested me. And also they decide that they bring me by wrong, and they told me we will release you, but we never sent you to Sudan, to Qatar. We sent you to Sudan, and they agreed to write a paper that I was with them all these times. But they said for me, this is not for media. I told them okay, but at last also on 13th of June 2002 they shifted me to Guantanamo.
So they flew you from Kandahar to Guantanamo. How?
Same thing. took us in, they put the black bag on our heads. This time also they put some like something to close also our...
Like headphones?
Yes. And they put also before that some glass.
Goggles?
Yes. And they give us gloves, but they know how, only they have one place for all fingers.
It was a mitten?
Yes, only like that.
For all five?
Yes.
Fingers.
And also they put shackles, but this is special shackles for hands and around our... Yes.
Your waist.
Yes.
So they shackled your hands to your waist and to your legs.
Yes, with legs. And they put it short. Always you be like that when you move.
So when they shackled you, it made you bow down because the chains were short.
Yes, short. And they took us from Kandahar on 13th of June 2002. As I remember, the aircraft stopped after 4 or 5 hours in another place, and we changed the aircraft and continues until Guantanamo without allowed for us to go to toilet, no foods, no sleep also at same times. Also there is no seat at that place.
So you were just laying on the ground of the plane?
Grounds. There is one wood.
One wood pallet?
Yes. We sit all of us in one line, and behind us there is the soldiers. If you try to sleep or like that, he starting beat you in your head from back.
How many of you prisoners were there?
I think they take 40 people.
Now this was at a point in Kandahar when they had told you they were going to release you.
Yes. They told me they are going to release me, and they told me they will release me to Sudan, not to Qatar. I told them no problem for me, anywhere. But I don't know why they changed their mind. But later on in Guantanamo, after they asked me also for the first interrogator about my whole story from born until they arrested me, with 3 interrogators in same times, one from FBI and one from CIA, one from military.
So CIA, FBI, and military, 3 interrogators.
And one translator. And they told me, your story is clear, you don't have any things, but you are now in Guantanamo, and we wait until we get some decisions from Pentagon to release you. Until that time, we want you to be patient and to cooperate it with our people. Later on, someone he came and they told me, you are here to preparing you to cooperate it with us in future. I told him what that means. He said, you said in Kandahar you are ready to cooperate it with us. I told him, yes, I said that, but I said that I mean by cooperate to answer question, not to work with you. He said, no, we understand you want to be with us, work with us. And they starting give me some offer to give me a USA nationality and take care about my family if I work with them in CIA, to continue my job being journalist with the Jazeera. Just send for them some information about the link between Jazeera and Al-Qaeda and the terrorist people and some people in the Middle East. Of course, I refused to do that. I told them I'm journalist and I will die as a journalist. I will never work as a work, and just only journalist. Anyhow, I submit all that time in Guantanamo until May. The 1st of May, they release me and I return back to... Actually, during this time, they're using torture with everybody, because the soldiers, they doesn't know who am I. Just I have a number there, 3, 4, 5. and he deal with me as other people, as detainees in Guantanamo or in Kandahar. Kandahar, we are 75 months in Kandahar, doesn't allow it for us to take shower or lie until the bug coming in our bodies. But the main things in Guantanamo, there is a psychological team there. They advise them how to torture us. That psychological, they advise them to insult our religions by broken our holy book and put it in the flush in toilet. And
did you see them
yes,
take the Quran and flush it down the toilet?
I saw them by my eyes, yes. I saw them, they done that many times.
To you?
Yes, to me.
And your Quran?
Yes, and interrogator, he stand up our holy book and he said, I will never come down until you answer my question. They using dog, they using sexuals with the people, and they do use anything they want, they do use it.
How did they use dogs?
They release the dogs, and the dogs come to detainees. They put him in one room, that interrogator rooms, and they release the dogs.
Did they do this to you?
Yes, they do it for me, but before to reach me, the man stop it.
Before the dog would reach you, the man
stops
it, but you're terrorized.
But I saw one detainee's dog, yes, cut his fingers.
The dog bit his finger off?
Yes. His finger.
Cut his finger?
Yes. And that happened for many detainees. They happen with other people, not with me, that they're using the water.
Waterboarding?
Yes, waterboarding, but not for me. They happen for other people. Many times they took all our clothes over and they keep us in one place because they insult our religion, and that we go in hunger strike many times there. And if you go in hunger strike, they leave you for 30 days without feeding. After that, they're using the
feeding tube.
Yes, feeding tube. At last, in the last years, I decided to go in hunger strike.
This is after you had been in Guantanamo for many years.
Many years, without any judges or anything. So for that thing, I decided, and I continued my hunger strike for 480 days.
When did you start that hunger strike?
I started the hunger strike in October 2007.
2007.
Yes, until 2007 or 6, I didn't remember, but as I remember, it's 480 days until get my release. And also, you know, there is no judges, nothing's, just a military, and they say they have a secret things they can't say it for us.
They have secret information about you.
Yes.
They won't tell you.
Yes.
So can you talk about the feeding tubes? When you were on hunger strike after 30 days, they would put these tubes into your stomach.
Yes.
Explain what would happen.
See, first they take you to hospital. After 30 days, they make some test to make sure that you didn't eat anything. After that, they start feeding you first in hospital, and they put shackles in our 2 legs and 2 hands, also like that, and starting putting the tube inside your nose.
So they shackle you to a bed.
Yes.
You're lying
Yes.
horizontal.
This is the first time.
And they stick a tube up your nose.
They put the tube. And when they put you to tube, they're using for force, not by like that. They put it quickly. That's why they go to sometimes to hands, not to stomachs. And
they push with force, and it sometimes goes into your lung, not your stomach.
Yes, and so for that, when they start by water, So you will start coughing like that.
Because the water goes into your lungs.
Yes, yes. And after the first time, they put you also in solutions. They collected all the people who are in hunger strike, and at that time we are about 20 people in that camp, and they have a special chairs. They sit you in the chair and they put shakers. They put drop here, one, and the second here, third here. Same like that. You'll be like that. And there is two band like that coming from here.
So they shackle you back
here,
in the chair.
like this chair, and also your legs.
And your legs to
down,
the chair
yes,
legs.
Yes, down. And they put three also here, one, and one here.
They put bands across your chin and across your forehead.
Yes.
And they're pulling you back.
You will be like that. And so they bring some people. I doubt those doctors or nurse. Some people who wearing a military clothes, and they start putting that. See, the person, when he make hunger strike, his stomach, he become smaller. And they give us actually 2 tin, small tin, and water, because that tin, you need some water, and they put it in that. And
into the tube, and that goes down into your stomach first.
Stomach. But they give us about 20 tin and 24 bottle of waters. We are throwing up, and they put us more, give us more.
They keep giving more water, and you throw it up.
Yes. And we're throwing up.
You said that they sexually abused you at Guantanamo. How did they do that, Sami al-Hajj?
They do that not for me. For me, they done it for another detainees. But they do sexual in front of me. They bring one from soldiers, female and man, and they do it in front of me. And when they took me to interrogator room, I find that magazine, and sometimes they put video, and they put all the room is dark, and they start putting film.
Did they show that to you?
Yes.
So pornography?
In front of me.
Yes, they show you a film.
Yes, yes. And you'll find magazine everywhere in the room of interrogator, because we are stopping answer questions.
When you refuse to answer questions?
Yes, when we refuse the answers. They say they're doing that, and they leave you. They leave you in the room for 8 hours, 9 hours, like that. And then they came and take you back to your...
Now, you said they brought male and female soldiers in front of you.
Yes, they do that in front of me, yes.
And what did they do?
They do a whole sexual.
You watch
you
watch a man...
And they wearing their clothes, and they come and take me to my block after that.
Did you, men and women together?
Yes, yes.
So you're watching men and women have sex?
Yes.
In front of you?
Yes. After that, they go out, and after that, they came and remove my shackles, and they take me to my block. The same soldiers.
The soldiers who were having sex?
Yes.
Then take you to your block?
Yes.
Did they ever strike your face?
Yes. They beat me, beating this normally. Every day they can beat you, and they can, using the force team, to come inside your room and beat you and search you. And many times they took my head and beat me by the ground until the blood coming. Many times this, not one times. It's normal, these things, for them to do it there.